Hey Sparks, how's it going? Today I'm gonna do something a little different. So I'm gonna do something that is a 3-letter acronym. POV. How's my hair? Welcome back to the channel. What is up, Sparks? Welcome back to Sparkplug TV, where I do car reviews for literally everybody, and apparently for people who enjoy POV content. If you do like this video, do please give it a thumbs up, follow my channel, hit that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video, which is, I don't know. This is a very strange format for me to be doing, but I'm going to do my best at this. I have had to put this camera all the way down on my face just so that you can really truly get a POV of the 2023 Toyota Corolla XSE Hatchback. And I've even already turned on the lights. As you can see here, it's got the LED headlamps that also act as the daytime running lights. It's also got the integrated fog lamps, as well as this is the 12th generation Toyota Corolla. And did you know, fun fact, that Toyota Corolla, the word Corolla actually stands for crown of flowers. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that it's Latin. And this originated back in the 60s and the 70s as an original economic car, but then was outpaced by the Honda Accord, of course, in the 90s. And yeah, here we are with the hatchback, 12th gen, TRD Pro ass color with the 18-inch graphite wheels. You know, I posed this question on my TikTok and it's like, are these wheels overdone at this point because they're literally on minivans? It does at least come with the Avid GT Yokohama tires, and they've proven to be pretty decent on the road. Now, I think the one kind of qualm that I have about the front end and the lighting signature in general is just about how the fact that they use the headlamps as the daytime running lights and not this giant kind of newer gen Corolla signature that they've got going on. This is for the headlamps. Obviously the headlamps are on, but they also utilize, here, let me show you. If we turn on the hazards, you can see that they literally utilize the entirety of that signature as the turn signals. And I think that is just a complete waste. I really think that they should just have made, I mean, I guess it would have looked a little silly if they made the whole thing the daytime running light, but I'm not a big fan of these daytime running lights that are also the headlamps. I mean, my truck does that. But other than that, I mean, I really love the way that the front end looks. I think it's very angular, it's very nice looking. This is a very complicated design and I really enjoy it. I also like the juxtaposition between like the 3 different colors. I like the fact that they used a silver for the fog lights as well as the black and then the white lights with the orange and the black. I mean, it all looks really good. And this being the XSE model, it does also come with some creature comforts like that side view mirror blinker. And then if we go ahead and turn off, here comes somebody, and I look absolutely insane. But then if we go into the back of the vehicle, we can also see here that there is a lot more lines and definition than I've ever seen in a Corolla before. I mean, it literally kind of follows suit with the front end with this curve right here. This looks like it would be a pain in the ass to try to fix, but I mean, it definitely looks cool, and I really love the way that the tail lamps look in general. Of course, you've got the backup camera that is located underneath the Toyota symbol as well, and it definitely follows suit with the fog lamps up front with the silver trim kind of piece here. So then, if we open up the tailgate does have these 2 buttons on it. One is for opening said tailgate, and then you can just lock the entire car with that one. This one I think has, if I'm not mistaken, this one does have the larger cargo capacity. So you're either gonna get a 17 cubic foot cargo space or the 23 cubic foot cargo space. And again, if I'm not mistaken, pretty sure that this one has a 23. All right, so then if we go into the engine bay, oh yeah, also this does have the keyless entry and exit. You just put your hand on it and it will unlock it. Again, smash that like button if you are enjoying this POV video. This is, again, new territory for me and it feels kind of strange. but you know, like anything, I guess I'll get used to it. So yeah, this has the 2.0 liter naturally aspirated four-banger that we're pretty much used to at this point. This year we've got 169 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque, but unfortunately it gets 0 to 60 in about 8 to 9 seconds, which is pretty heinous. It's got a CVT transmission, and again, if I'm not mistaken, the first gear is supposed to be a sequential gear, and then the rest are CVT. Now, this does also come with a hybrid. You can also get the 1.4 liter four-cylinder engine by itself, and it makes like, I think 130 horsepower or something really minuscule like that. But this comes in front wheel drive, and then the other one comes, the hybrid is the only one that comes in all wheel drive. My guess is the fact that there is an electric motor in the back that is powering the back wheels. But yeah, why didn't they spring for like an engine cover? You know, Toyota's very like picky about like, you know, this is gonna get an engine cover, that's not gonna get an engine cover, this should get an engine cover. This is like one of their legacy vehicles. Why aren't they covering the engine? I don't know. Anyways, cool, let's go inside. This is so weird. Okay, can you see my hair? Look at my hair. I look absolutely bonkers. Okay, so if we open up the door, it's got these nice Corolla monikers on the door frame down at the bottom. It's got this kind of really nice door frame. I've really been akin to closing the door, holding it right here. I've really kind of followed their ergonomical design that they were going for in that sense. These are the chairs. They've been extremely comfortable. I know some of these compact sedans, this segment is typically not the most comfortable when it comes to the seating, but they've definitely improved the way that these seats are. And yeah, this is the interior. And, you know, again, I have a lot of space up front. I am obviously a very tall person, and I've got a lot of headroom up front. It, of course, has the 7-inch digital gauge cluster as well as the 8-inch infotainment screen. I'll get into those in a second. Here is my water bottle that you can literally find on Amazon for $8. Glug, glug, glug. They have a nice little cup holder situation in the front of the cup holder that will actually do well to hold the water bottle. Yeah, I mean, it's just got more of a premium feel in here. Let's go ahead and start her up. That is the seatbelt signal. Very musically inclined, that seatbelt signal. But yeah, I mean, she gets a combined, I think, 34 miles per gallon. It gets about 38 on the highway and about 33 in the city. For the front wheel drive, let's turn this down a little bit. It's also got, of course, the Eco Heat and Cool button, because Toyota loves that. It does also have, like all modern cars, the wireless charging pad and heated front seats as well, but I, of course, have been trying to use that freaking wireless charging pad, and of course it doesn't freaking work from my freaking phone. USB-C charging ports everywhere. There's literally not a single USB-A charging port at all. There's one in the center console. You can shift the center console up. It of course has the electronic parking brake that goes on its own, and then you have the hold mode. I'm actually kind of liking this so far. This is like pretty simple. It's a lot more simple than making my other videos, because my other videos are they're a lot to make, so maybe this will help me out a little bit. Okay, moving on. This is hurting my face. It's just a lot more premium feeling on the interior of the new Corolla. I mean, you know, between these kind of tier level dashboard look with the silver trim, especially with the JBL sound system that sounds really, really premium. It sounds really great. It's got really great bass. And then, yeah, before I go into the back, since the car is on, we can talk about the gauge cluster and the infotainment system. So the 7-inch new infotainment. So sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent. This is a 7-inch gauge cluster. Not a whole lot of customization with that. It's also giving Stellantis with like the 4 informational things in each corner with the degrees, the time, the mileage, and the miles to empty. It's very informational. It's giving Lexus NX as well, but just less busy. I mean, it is a little bit busy over here with all of the Toyota safety features. I wish I could get rid of those, but whatever. But other than that, I mean, like, it's really not even that customizable. You can turn everything off and stuff, so I guess that would get rid of some of the icons over there, but then it would pop up some more icons over there. So it's just in part and parcel, kind of busy, kind of not. Also, this POV is like very good for people who like to talk with their hands, and I can be one of those people if you'd like, but I'm typically not. Anyways, so maybe I'm gonna turn into one. When it comes to like turning it into the drive mode, I mean, like, sport is red, normal is blue, and eco is green. Like, whoop-de-do. I don't know. It's a $28,000 car. Like, what do you expect? I don't know. It's not supposed to be. I mean, it's not the GR. It's just a regular Corolla. It is the premier pedestrian vehicle. But you know, it's a premier pedestrian vehicle that actually looks, for once in its lifetime, not that pedestrian. It does have the 8-inch infotainment screen that is very Toyota now. I mean, you know, this is just all of their new operating systems. All that it has is a tactile volume button, and I do wish it had a few more tactile buttons for the radio and the navigation itself. The only tactile buttons, of course, are going to be located down here in the HVAC. That's about it for that. I mean, I've talked in length about the Toyota operating system when it comes to it. But I will say that the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto actually works very well in the Corolla. So that at least is a plus. But if we're going to talk about pluses, let's talk about some minuses, shall we? Hi again. Oh. The back seat. Now, I will say, I mean, like, that's a cool cup holder. That's a cool idea. I mean, there is cup holders in the center console in the back, in the armrest. But I mean, girly pop, who is sitting back here? I mean, besides the child, I can't fit back here. I mean, even the passenger seat doesn't look very comfy, but here are the USB-C ports. You know, I can't really show you, but I don't really have any headroom at all back here, even if the driver were to push the seat up a little bit. But I mean, you know, they're the cup holders, but enough about that. Let's take it. Ow! Oh my God! Yeah, I'm coming. I've got the key. Calm down. God, so dramatic. Anyways, all right, so let's put it into normal. I cannot wait to see the reactions of people going down the road in this. So, I mean, I will say that, like, you know, off the bat, it's like a very smooth ride in terms of, you know, getting up to speed and staying at speed. You know, this doesn't have the most get up and go, but I like the way that the engine sounds. I think that, you know, I've driven the 11th generation Corolla, and I think that was, oh, look at that. There's like an 01 Camry in front. I really hope that you can see that in my camera. Oh yeah, I've driven the 11th generation Corolla, and, you know, albeit it was probably a similar style engine, I really like the way that this one sounds, and, you know, might not be the fastest on the market, but it's definitely a good sounding engine. The only qualm that I have with driving this thing is the fact that whoever programmed the CVT was like, whenever they let off the pedal, we're gonna pretend like it's a one pedal drive, like an EV or something, because whenever you let off the pedal and it downshifts into like second or first, and, you know, it might be because of the fact that the first gear might be a step gear, you know, I mean, it might be that, but it literally slows down to the point that it feels like it's braking, and it's kind of annoying and also like kind of dangerous. I don't know. I mean, the other thing that I don't really love about the transmission, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it into manual, but the other thing I don't really love about the transmission is that when you are shifting, well, more so off the line, when you're shifting, it kind of lurches forward when you're shifting, and I don't really love that. I think it's kind of, it could be a little bit better in that sense. It's not necessarily a race car by any means, but once it gets up to speed, again, not the best in terms of acceleration, but once it gets up to speed, it's actually kind of fun to whip around. It's not going to be a Porsche or a Ferrari in terms of handling, but it's gonna do its best. Hello? All right, so I'm gonna put it into sport. I'm gonna throw it into first gear, and we are going to drive by all of these people that can see me with this hilarious thing strapped to my head. And it kind of looks like I've got like a bandage on my forehead. And it's kind of starting to like hurt me a little bit. All right. Second, third, popped a little. Fourth, it lurched. Fifth, lurched again. So in the lower gears, it lurches forward. And when you, especially when you're shifting up manually, I mean, it's fine when it's automatic, but like manually, it lurches. And I wish it didn't do that. I really am going to get disowned from my family for the fact that I am really turning into a Toyota stan. I think, by and large, I mean, it's better than the Elantra. I mean, I had that Elantra for a year, and I was really underwhelmed by the engine. That's what I have to compare to. I have driven the Civic. I mean, I am more of a Civic fan through and through anyways, but I mean, that's the Elantra is what I have to compare to the most. But yeah, those Yokohama tires do pretty well, especially for gripping. Ooh, gripping. Okay, hi again. Nice to see you. Nice to see my face, your face, our face. Yeah, so if you like this style of video, please let me know in the comments, or like this video, subscribe to the channel, do whatever you gotta do to let me know that I should keep doing POV stuff, and I will do it. So, the Toyota Corolla Hatchback XSE 2023 model year, I think it's a great car. The only qualms that I have about this car is, I mean, some important stuff, like especially with the transmission being clunky, and not in an automatic sense, especially when you're going up to speed and you're upshifting automatically, but in manual mode shifting, you know, if you're not shifting right at 1500 RPMs, like it lurches forward, as you saw. Additionally, with the back seats, there's not a whole lot of room in the back. There's a lot of cargo capacity, that's pretty decent. Yeah, the interior is just a premium feel, and I'm just impressed in general. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next week. Don't forget to tell me in the comments if you want another POV video. Thanks so much. Mwah! Hey Sparks, thanks for watching today's video. Do you want more Sparkplug TV content? Then you can choose one of these 3 options. Right over here. The middle button is to subscribe to my channel, so please do that. Right over here. These 3. I can't see them in real life, but they're right here.